So we're going to checking out a video from the good brother Shisha Zed. Is this teacher wrong? Teacher lets female students undo his braids. As someone who has had braids for a lot of my life, and I have this is an emotional connection type thing. I haven't seen this video. I have no idea what it's about, so let's go.
But I can guarantee that some of those little girls got a crush on you.
I didn't even think of that. That's a fact right there.
So for a couple of them, you on the menu. You might not realize it, but they notice when you change your watch, when you switch your hair up, when you wear your earrings versus
On the menu is kind of crazy though. Chill out.
when you don't.
Joyce Pitch, welcome to Coffee Pot. I'm Miss Shisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
The question today for everybody, we need to know, your opinion matters. Inappropriate or not inappropriate? That's the question. We have a male teacher here who posted a video of students in his class. The majority of them looks like are young ladies in a class. These aren't adults, but they're girls helping him undo his hair. This is a black man, and there's a conversation around whether this is appropriate or not. I'll give my take here at the very end. More curious to know what you guys think. No more wasting time. Let's get it.
Let's go ahead and stir the pot a little, shall we? Last Friday, 10 minutes before dismissal time, I decided to live stream my students helping me take my hair out. There was quite the discourse in the chat, which had people saying this was inappropriate and other people saying this was completely...
All right, so as female students undo his braids. All right, okay. Maybe I didn't understand it in the first place, but okay, I get it now.
fine. There was nothing wrong with what I was doing, and people were just making it weird. So of course I had to bring this issue to the big stage.
I don't mean any harm, so I want to do the best that I can to approach this gently and respectfully. The creator has welcomed commentary, so I hope this message reaches him and he's in a space to receive some different feedback. But this is extremely inappropriate. It is inappropriate for a grown adult male teacher to get the help of his underage female students to help take out his hair. In addition to this being inappropriate, it's also extremely unprofessional. You were on the clock, in a classroom, on live, with the name of your school on full display on your shirt, surrounded by a group of your students, taking out your hair. There's a time and a place for everything. That's not the time, it's not the place.
I do want to address that. I know I said I was going to give my opinion at the very end. I do want to say, I'm curious why he wanted to go live while they were doing it. What's up with that? What's up with, wanting to get on social media?
As a black male teacher, you're needed, you're important, you're valuable. On a day-to-day basis, you should be demonstrating what it looks like to be a professional in a work setting. And to be on the clock, taking out your braids, it just ain't that. You were the teacher, they're your students, y'all need better boundaries. And because you're the adult in that situation, you need to do a better job of upholding those boundaries. In your comment section, someone said, oh, this just looks like a big brother, little sister relationship. And the original creator said, oh, and I have little sisters, but those girls are not your little sisters. Someone said, oh, this is what families do. Families help one another. Y'all aren't family. I can respect the fact that maybe in your classroom you've cultivated an environment where the children feel safe, where they feel seen and heard. The environment is conducive for learning, and maybe y'all feel like family, but y'all aren't actually family.
Kids don't need to be seen and heard, so get rid of that.
In your voiceover, you refer to those kids as, oh, it's like 100 of my little best friends. Y'all aren't besties. Y'all aren't peers. And it's important that certain boundaries be maintained and stay intact. I have some coworkers that I'm cool with, and they're just that. They're coworkers. I don't care how close we might be in the workplace. There's certain boundaries that need to stay intact.
What do you guys think so far? This is your time to write your opinions down below. Maybe you're looking at this and you're saying, I honestly don't see anything wrong with it. Maybe you also did this. If you had a male teacher with braided hair or dreads, you helped them twist or whatever it may be. Comment down below, I'm curious. I will say this, in a current cultural environment, I mean the whole culture here, not just the Black community, but we're going to focus on the Black community here because I think that's also a big part of this. Because this is something that, okay, for example, my wife has dreads, and it seems like almost like a custom or tradition for her to get with her sister, and they'll retwist each other's braids, etc. And in this case, it looks like they were undoing his hair, and it's a little bit different. Either way, it helps to have a helping hand, but you are a professional.
Yes, it looks weird. It really looks weird. And I'm going to say, is it worse than the indoctrination that is going on in schools? Could it be an exercise of how to treat a man, to get married, have children, and have families, which is the best possible outcome for society, period. Any society. Name a society besides the United States that don't promote families. Well, Canada, because they're more of a mess than the United States is currently. I'd rather live nowhere else, but that's just is what it is. So I look at it from several different angles. On the surface, it looks bad. It looks weird. I have 3 daughters, 2 sons. Do I want any one of my daughters taking this guy's hair down in the classroom setting when the classroom setting is supposed to be about learning very basic skills for survival? 1 + 2. Of course, these are older children, but you understand what I'm saying. 1 + 2. Basic science. I don't even know if they have in these age groups to where they can actually get up and, take this guy's head. Maybe it's a cosmetology class. I don't know. In this country, more than any other, the optics are important. It just looks weird. And you get these girls to take your hair down. And come on now. We know they're thinking some type of way about you. And you know that. But it's a lot of context that's just going on here. Maybe it's just regular old life skill. Again, a lot of questions are going on with this particular thing right here.
In school. And in a current cultural climate where we keep on seeing these headlines of these teachers getting caught up with students, why would you want to even leave any room for somebody to feel uncomfortable? For example, if I was a father watching this and I saw my daughter doing this, I would be uncomfortable. Personally, I would be. Why would you even want to leave room for another man to feel that way or for anybody else to look and disagree? I'm thinking if you're a man in school and you're around a lot of young ladies, you want to show them what it's like to have those type of boundaries, right? I think we live in this world, man, where people want to be able to do whatever they want without the consequences of their decisions. So people will say things like, I should be able to dress however I want, show as much skin as possible. And I'm talking about adult women here. And they'll complain and say, guys shouldn't look at me when I'm out there dressed like that. Okay, sure. Men who have a lot of self-control are not going to stare you down. But there are a lot of men out there who are going to look because they may like what they see. And they're not wrong for looking, by the way. Right? There's no law that says you cannot look at a woman, but they would love for there to be a law. And this is, again, what I'm trying to say is people want to do things like, oh yeah, I should be able